So recently I've been getting the internet, the algorithm has been feeding me things that I think it wants me to hear. Things like reminders that discipline is what's important and motivation means nothing. Like, you have to be disciplined, and discipline is doing something even though you don't want to do it. Another one that I've been seeing a lot is the one that says your goals and your dreams are found in the work that you're avoiding. And yeah, it's a bit cliche, and yet, yeah, there's probably some truth in that, and obviously the algorithm thinks I need to hear it. So with that in mind, today I'm doing something that I generally try to avoid, something that I generally just don't enjoy, and that is running a 5K. Now, I don't really have any goals. My marathon was 2 weeks ago, so I'm not expecting any kind of, you know, PR type of time, or even the time that I would normally be happy with if I hadn't raced. But the point is going out and blasting a 5K, running it as fast as I can. That's the goal. Making myself uncomfortable and just you know, doing it even though I don't want to do it. So look, I know it's going to be fun. It's especially going to be fun the second I cross the finish line, right? That's really going to be fun. So that's the part I'm looking forward to the most. So let's get into it. That's what this video is going to be about, right? This is a 5K race vlog. Let's go. Oh, one more thing. I actually decided to do this race at the very last minute. So I am here on race morning. It's a little too dark to see without my little light, but I'm here and I still have to register. So let's go find out where I have to do that. Let's see if I can hold all this stuff. I didn't come very well prepared, not at all. In fact, I got here, I think, an hour before, and now I feel like I'm running late. I can't do a warm-up that I would like to do before a 5K. Anyway, it looks like I am going to be bib number 964. Again, I registered on the day and I brought a check. I'm like embarrassed to tell you that I had to dig around and find a check because I don't have cash. So I thought a check would be the second best thing, but they ended up having me register online anyway, right there. And then they just assigned me the bib number from that. So I guess finally we're totally done with checks. It made me feel like I am that one person in the shop who decides to write a check and everyone behind them is rolling their eyes. I actually have to get ready and then go for a little bit of a warm-up run. And oh, this is the Boo Run, by the way. So this is like a Halloween, that light's a little better. So it's a Halloween inspired run. I've seen a couple people in costumes, so it's time to get ready. Go for a bit of a warm-up. Come on. So I've decided to go incognito for this race. Remember, it is a Halloween race. And all right, let me just tell you about this costume quickly. I ordered it last minute on Amazon, hoping it would get here in time. I think it's best if I put these sunglasses on. That's better. And so this mask is like polyester, and I had to cut like a breathing hole and 2 eye holes because I couldn't see a thing if I didn't do that. So this is how we're gonna run this race. And I have no time now for a warm-up, and maybe I'll try and get a mile in. So let's go do that now. Okay, so I am getting out for just a little bit of a warm-up run. I'm in the car park now. I'm gonna get away from here, but I do have time for a little bit of a warm-up run. And so a couple issues that I ran into. I did have my Apple Watch Ultra on my left hand, but if I put it over the polyester, no, that wasn't the problem. The problem is that I have these bony gloves and the touchscreen wouldn't work with these on. So, I mean, don't know what I expect. I bought this very well-made costume from Amazon and it doesn't have touchscreen fingers, so I don't know. Anyway, it didn't. So I left the Apple Watch Ultra in the car. I will be running with the Chorus Pace 3. I don't have the GoPro. I'm going to film this whole race on the Insta360 X3, and I think I'm going to film it in 360-degree format, so the resolution of this video isn't going to be the actual best. And oh my gosh, I have been running for how long? 1 minute? And this polyester costume is very warm. Oh my gosh, it feels like I'm running in an oven. Oh, I should say that even though it is the end of October, we are in Florida and it's about 70 degrees. So it's about 21 degrees Celsius right now at 7:30 in the morning for this race. So yeah, we'll see. Gotta keep adjusting this mask. Ooh. Yeah, definitely warm. This is going to be a challenge. Hey, at least I look good. I guess that's the main thing. Look a little underweight, I'd say. Okay, just a couple other things. So this race is very close to where I live. Normally I would have run here. If I was just coming to do the race without all this get up and maybe without filming it, I would have run from the house because it's only, I don't know, a mile and a half. But because I had the cameras, I was hoping to get here early enough to do a shakeout run in my normal clothes. But when I tried putting the costume on, I realized how long it was going to take me to put on. So I needed that extra time. I didn't want to go for a shakeout run and then miss the race because I'm trying to get this get up on. And also I didn't want to run the race if I wasn't in costume. So, oh gosh, seriously, first world problems, right? Anyway, I have chosen the Hoka Rocket X2 for this 5K. I think they're going to be good. I love this pair of shoes and I'm expecting nothing but good things. It's almost time for the race start. Let's go line up. Oh, one more thing. Even though this is a 5K, my watch is set to miles, so I'm going to try and call out my splits every mile. So 3 times, but we'll see. A 5K is like it's an all-out max heart rate effort. So I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to do that. But we'll give it the old college try. And we'll see what happens. Coming up on the Porta Potty Loo. Luckily I planned ahead because if I had to go, I would have to tear this costume off me. It does not come off easy. There is a tiny little zip in the back right above my neck. And with these gloves on, it's very difficult to actually grip that zip and pull it down. So if an emergency arises, I will be ripping a hole. So let's just hope that doesn't happen, because that would be even more embarrassing than just having to go to the loo on a run. All right, almost time for the start. All right, it's almost go time. I am feeling a little swampy. It feels like this costume is like a water balloon and it's filled with water. That's how wet I am right now. So it looks like, look in front of me, it looks like we have some stroller runners right here. And we got loads of runners here today. This is a popular local race. The 2023 Boo Run. Alright, almost showtime. That was a little bit of a surprise. Alright, we just got started. Now is a good time to talk because it's the only time in the race I'm going to be able to speak. The lead group is heading out nice and fast.
Oh, come on!
I'm running much too fast right now, but we'll see how it goes. Mile number 1, 5:55. Ah, way too fast. Gotta settle in now. Okay, coming up on the turnaround point. Okay. Homeward bound. Oh, that was about 9:18. Oh. I'm feeling that fast start. Getting on me now. Mile 2, 6:08. 6:08. Halfway. Take it easy. Not easy. Come on. That's not way. 6:17. Oh my gosh. I'm giving it everything. Oh dang. Almost there. Gotta make it up to a 5K by the watch. I wanted Coros and Strava to recognize it. Hello. Now I'm thinking about it. Strava's gonna dock me. It probably wasn't even a 5K PB on Strava. Oh. All right, first female coming in. Oh, let me get a medal. Nicely done. Let's have a look. 1906 by Coros. Let's see what the official time is. As soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. But now, the part I've been looking forward to the most is taking off this getup and going for a normal run in just a pair of shorts and a singlet. That is going to be the most fun and definitely a lot more comfortable than this. Okay, so strategy. I didn't have a strategy. I had no idea what I was going to run today, so I just blasted it. That definitely came back to bite me. Like, I don't know how many times I need to be taught the lesson that you have to start off a little easier. That first mile being sub 6, I knew it wasn't sustainable, and yet I still did it anyway just because those rabbits were in front of me. And I don't know, I'm like, what is it? What kind of animal? Any kind of animal. You see movement and you run after it. That's exactly what I was. Until I couldn't hold on, they pulled away from me and it was all over from that point. I slowed down considerably, but honestly, I did a lot better than I ever expected. I fully expected to be high 20s, maybe low 21s, especially after I did a warm-up in this getup, and it was so hot. I tell you, it is absolutely soaked through right now. Whew. All right. You know, I really should find out how I placed. It seemed like the guys in front of me were a lot younger than me. All right, I'm glad I did this. I got to tell you, I was pretty negative. I was trying to hide my negativity. Well, actually, I don't really hide it. I'm constantly telling you guys I don't like 5Ks, but I was trying to hide it more than I usually do. And now it's over. I'm really glad I did it. That's just how it goes. Costume was a hit. The guy from the local paper took a picture of me and took down my name. I'm going to check in once I find my official time. I'm going to grab the GoPro now so I can stop filming on the Insta360. It's going to be much better footage from now on. Oh guys, it took me a ridiculously long time to peel off that costume. Oh, I probably should have set up a camera and done a time lapse of it, because it would have been like a legit amount of time that it took me to get it off. And it was just soaked all the way through. Oh, it was actually pretty miserable. In fact, I'm not going to wring it out in front of you. I'm going to save you that. Let me put on a singlet, and I'm actually going to go for a run now. Gosh, I can't even put my clothes the right way. Okay, that's right. I'm actually going to go for a run now, because I know that if I go over to the finish area and I start seeing everyone, I'm going to get caught up, and I'm not going to want to go for a run, or I'll get too cool. Oh, it's so disgustingly sweaty. Almost there. Put the watches back on, just a couple miles to cool down. All right, it's 8:30. All right, if I go for half an hour, so about another 5K, that should be good for me to come back, and then that should be for the awards ceremony. And usually I don't hang out for the awards ceremony because I don't know, I don't really care about the awards. Oh, I'm feeling very discombobulated. Oh, I'm gonna put my other watch on so now I can track the cool down run on the Apple Watch. I don't know why I like tracking my runs on several different devices, but I do. It is what it is. I like being able to compare it, and then because I've had a couple of watches that drop my run, I always like to have a backup for my run data, because, you know, losing a run would be the absolute worst thing. Can't imagine much worse at that point. Well, you know what would be worse? Having to run another 5K at this point. That would be pretty brutal. But come on. All right. Got everything. The car is locked, and let's go for a quick cool down. All right, I didn't actually bring the selfie stick attachment for the GoPro, so I'm actually holding the GoPro in my hand on the little clip I use when I'm like traveling and I don't want to be holding a stick up. It works totally fine, except I can't get those close to the ground shoe shots. But I don't know, I feel like you guys have seen my running enough today, and yeah, so I'm actually going to do this without you guys. Just know that I'm going to go and run a couple miles, and then I will check in with you when I get back over to the start finish area. We'll find out my official time and where I placed. See you in a sec. Okay, I found the QR code to find out my results. So let's go and scan that and we'll see where I actually placed.
Yeah, I do need you to bring your...
Let me see, I think she's coming with it right now.
It says there are currently no results posted for this event. Check back later for updates. Okay, we'll check back later. Okay, so I just found out, this is on me, I just found out that there is a costume contest. And I went to the effort of running in a costume, so I may as well enter the costume contest and stand up there and have my photo taken with all the other costume runners. So I'm gonna try and put on that soaking wet costume again. It's gonna be miserable, but I think it'll be fun, I think. We'll see. Okay, got this thing back on. It's about 100 times more gross than it was when I put it on before. So it turns out I didn't win the adult costume contest, but I can't really complain. When I buy a $30 Amazon polyester suit, that's not really putting the biggest effort in, you know what I mean? Okay, so right now there is a bit of a problem. I was able to pull up the app with the results, however, my name is not listed. Now, it could be because I registered this morning, I don't know, there were a couple other people that were also having problems, their name weren't appearing on the list of finishers, so I don't know what's going to happen. I think if they have a Masters division, I think maybe I won that, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, it's on Strava, and really, that's all that matters. Okay, it turns out I had to take that mask off because I was having trouble breathing and seeing. I tripped over several dogs and things that were underfoot. They didn't get the results squared away. They gave out the awards to the results that were there. So the Masters Award actually went to someone that ran 21 something. So that's okay. They're going to figure it out at some point, and they said they would mail me anything that I get. So I don't actually know. I'm ending this video and I don't actually know what my official time was. So for now, I'm just going to go with the chorus time of 1906. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Why don't we end this video here? You may never find out what my official result is. And if that's the case, I hope you guys can live with it. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.